Good morning, students. I am Professor J.D. Padil, KKO College of Agriculture Engineering and Technology, Nashik. Today we are going to study on parboiling of paddy. Contains parboiling, advantages of parboiling, disadvantages of parboiling. Okay, then number of methods. Okay, the parboiling generally involves hydrothermal treatment by soaking, steaming, and drying before milling. Okay, this is the pre-treatment prior to milling. Okay, it involves hydrothermal treatment by soaking, steaming, and drying. Paddy parboiling originated in India. It is now widely used all over the world. Advantage of this method: the improvement in quality due to high head rise and fewer broken grains. Also, milled rice becomes translucent and shining, so result resistance to insect attacks. Then grains are firmer and less likely to become sticky after cooking. Purple rice retains more proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Also, purple rice is more digestible. Okay, so these are advantages of parboiling. Then disadvantage. The heat treatment during parboiling destroys some natural antioxidants, hence sensitivity may develop more in parboiled rice than in raw rice. It takes more time to cook, usually double of raw rice. Okay. Also parboiling needs extra capital investment and extra power requirements. Okay, so these are disadvantages of parboiling. The parboiling methods, traditional and modern methods. The traditional methods like generally single boiling and double boiling. Tapa Balma, okay, Selasta in India. Then modern methods like CFTRI method, Jadavpur University method, Indus process, RPC process, pressure parboiling method. Okay. Then process, shield process, Savera process, Cristallo process, Malak process, and also Rice Grower Association of California process. Okay. So these are methods of parboiling. The improved Indian parboiling methods, even in modern technologies, the two main elements for gelatinizing starch in the grain are still water and steam. An average of 600 liters of water is needed to steep, means soaking 1 ton of paddy. During steeping, about 20% of water is absorbed by the paddy. In modern plant, about 80 kg of steam is considered necessary to heat 1 kg of paddy. Okay, modern plants may be divided into two types: continuous or batch type. The CFTRI method, generally developed by Mysore. Okay, Center for Technology Research Institute, Mysore. The objective, the main aims of these parboiling systems are to improve the quality of rice, shorten processing time, lower equipment cost, and simplify operations. The process, the parboiling tanks are filled with clean water and heated to 85 degrees Celsius by passing steam through the coils and placed inside the tank. The paddy is poured manually into the steeping and steaming tank. The resultant temperature of mixture in the tanks stays around 70 degrees Celsius. The soaking is done for 3 hours and water is drained out after 3 hours. Then soaked paddy is exposed to steam at a pressure of about 4 kg per centimeter square. That time soaking and steaming of paddy are done in the same tank in safety method. The parboiled paddy is evacuated through bottom hatch and dried either under sun or by mechanical dryers. Okay. So this is the improved parboiling systems shows in figure developed by the Central Food Technological Research Institute, Mysore. Okay. A stands for boiler, then B stands for steam piping, then C soaking and steaming tank, D steam injection pipes, E stands for spoke safe bottom, steam pipes, F stands for strips leading to platforms, and G stands for paddy loading platforms. A stands for water-tight paddy outlets wall, and I stands for condensate and water outlet wall. Okay. Then Jadavpur University process. All the operations of this method is fully automatic. An average processing time is 5 to 6 hours. Soaking time in generally temperature at 60 to 70 degrees Celsius. Steaming time for 3 to 5 minutes only. Rapidly cool the steam paddy. Also drying in rotary steam jacket at high temperature dryer. Okay, this is the Jadavpur University process. So generally average processing time only 5 to 6 hours. Okay, so soaking at temperature 60 to 70 degrees Celsius, steaming time for only just 3 to 5 minutes. Rapidly cool the steam paddy and drying in rotary steam jacket at high temperature air dryer. Okay, so this is the Jadavpur University parboiling plant. H stands for raw paddy, B stands for steam, C stands for water, D stands for wastewater, E stands for water heater, F stands for soaking and steaming tanks, G stands for soaking and steaming autoclave, H stands for bucket diluter, I stands for cooler, K stands for inlet, S stands for suction fan, M stands for screw conveyor, N stands for elevator. O stands for dryer, P stands for air inlet, Q stands for steam inlet, R stands for condensate outlet, A stands for suction fan, T and W stands for elevators, U stands for second dryer, and V stands for suction fan, and Z stands for process paddy. Okay, means purple paddy is done at the Z point. Okay, then Dandekar process is also developed by one of the leading Indian manufacturer of rice processing machinery. The system is similar to that developed by CFTRI, where steeping and steaming is done in an open tank. Since the tank has no top, steaming of the paddy is performed at atmospheric pressure. Third air is generated by means of steam heat exchangers. The purple rice obtained is dark in color but translucent and of good quality. Okay, this is the Dandekar process parboiling plant. Okay, A stands for raw paddy, B stands for processed paddy, C stands for steam, D stands for condensate, E stands for water, F stands for drainage, I stands for elevator. Okay, means generally one stands for elevator, two stands for soaking and steaming tanks, three stands for hot water pump, four stands for water heater, fifth stands for dryer, six stands for air blower, and seven stands for steam air or heat exchanger. Okay. The Indus process is also name of the plant manufacturers based in Calcutta. This is process differs only slightly from that of CFTRI. Here the grain is first cleaned and then fed into metering bin. It is then discharged into the steeping tank. The water is fed into parboiling tank from the lower side by high pressure pump. After steaming, drying takes place in vertical column dry. This is the Indus process parboiling plant. Then RPC method. This method was developed by Rice Processing Engineering Center at Indian Institute of Technology Kharagpur during 1972 to 73. The paddy is soaked in water at or little above the gelatinization temperature. No steaming is required in RPC method. The main advantage is that the boiler can be eliminated as no steaming is required in the process. Okay. Also pressure parboiling method. The developed at Tiruvarur in Tamil Nadu. The paddy is soaked initially for 40 minutes at temperature 85 to 90 degrees Celsius. Thereafter it is steamed under pressure for 18 minutes. The whole process is completed in 60 to 90 minutes. Okay, reduced soaking period of paddy is the main advantage of this method. Okay, these are references. Okay, thank you students.